It is the best show in town. It is the best LGBTQI issue. So darling, why haven't you subscribed? Monday to Thursday, bringing you breaking news Wahala. On Friday, sex, education. And Saturday, burning questions. You know, all those questions you've been thinking of asking. Saturday is the day for you, darling. Ask your questions about religion, your questions about what you want to know about us, your question about anything. You can access anything on Saturdays doing burning questions. And you know one thing, you could to be the lucky winner to win our giveaways on Saturdays. And on Sundays, to crown it all, we have the market woman and shade girl. So darling, why do you want to miss out on all these interesting things? Help this channel by clicking the subscribe button.
Fights are not new to LGBT community members. Every day we fight. We fight for the right to live. We fight for the right to breathe. We fight for the right to eat. We fight for the right to have a space. We fight for the right to be safe. I know some people might not like it, but that has been our sad reality as LGBTQI community members. But one thing that gets extra funny and extra disturbing is when we fight for fun. This is the case of a particular guy who some people have described and said that is a member of the LGBT community, is gay and also a cross-dresser, with a lady who got into a fight and got it heated into an exchange of words, and different words were said. Was like, they see your period, you may wear pad, Bobrisky's brothers, and some unprintable words. But it calls to concern the characters of members of the community. And it calls to concern if truly we are ready for change from this video. So guys, take a look at this video, then when we come back, we'll talk. But first, before you check that video out, I would not start without an introduction of who we are. I am Marvelous Achafukinechi, your host, as usual, and I also have my producer in the building, Chimereze Henry Awunaya, not want to speak in Canada. Chimereze, how are you doing?
My name is Chef. I'm fine, thank you. How are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you very much. So guys, watch the video. When we come back, we're going to the topic.
Reach your mouth. Shameless woman be like you. You better pass.
Bobrisky brother. Bobrisky brother, you now. When
you better pass me. You better pass me.
Yes.
Period. My mates.
Oh my
God.
God.
Start. Can you persuade me? You can't. You can't do that. Be like you. You are nothing like a bombastic photo figure. You are out under my hands. Then that's your trash. You better pass me. You better pass me. See, none of you bought my mate. I'm going to make it about my mate. See, your home and your photo will close. Go born. Go born. Go born. Do the last day buy part for this compound. Read the last day you buy part. You buy part. You buy part. Let's see your period. Everybody they see.
So, we've seen that video. I'm short of words, extremely short of words. Chimeze, what did you make of this video? What went through your head when you saw the video?
I felt like this was pure comedy. I really enjoyed the video. I laughed at my life. I was like so bamboozled by the words and vocabularies that was said in that video, especially when she was like, if you see your period, you know, go get belay. I was like, this is turning out to something else. And she was like, everybody they buy pad. So it kind of got me confused, because if she's not buying pad, that means she's pregnant. And if she's pregnant, how can you say she's not go born? Are you saying she's gonna die in the pregnancy, or are you saying she will not be able to, get pregnant? I was really confused with the vocabulary about the whole, back and forth thing. But at the same moment, it's the regular thing. We'll always have beef, and the person will get bad man, I ain't gonna win. I just felt like she's my vibe. She's my vibe up girl. Like when I want to be in a fight, I want to be that, giving it, dashing it out. And that was what she was doing it. And the cis woman could not even handle it. All she kept on saying is, you be Bobrisky's brother, what you they wear. But at the same time, when it comes to culture, we've been traumatized, we've been living on the street. Most LGBTQ people at one time must have experienced a form of homelessness, a form of being raised on the street, a form of fighting to get food, a form of area scatter or hood life. So it's a normal thing these days that we, argue. But the good thing is that in America, instead of us going into verbal argument, we then vote. That's how vote came about, right? People just keep on shading with the dance steps of Vogue instead of throwing words and anything. And I remember the first time I went for my first ballroom scene, there was a fight broke out. People were exchanging blows and everything at the first ballroom I ever attended with my cameras, and I was so devastated. I was so shocked because I wasn't raised like that. I was like, what? You never raise hands on me, or I really hardly raise hands on people. But at the same time, it did not get into a fist bump,
Wait,
which is
as
a
a
good.
cameraman, did you collect your hot dirty slap?
Darling, the first thing I did was to carry my cameras though, because those cameras are expensive. I just carried my car and was recording. I think if I can find the clip, I'll put it, but I don't know. But yeah, I didn't take any. Darling, nobody they slap me. I don't talk am before. I go talk am again. Nobody go. If you slap me, I give you double. If you give me double, I give you triple. I am a multiplier. I multiply what you give me. That is who I am. And I'm a rugged person. Yes, I did not grow up in the street, but my head no correct. So that is it. So I felt it didn't go into the fist bumping of a thing, and they were just mature throwing words. And it's a thing we encourage it. Throw words, learn more vocabulary rather. Because when you keep on shading or throwing words, you're going to learn more words to be able to shade. And the thing is, the more words you're able to say, or the more jokes you're able to crack, is the more you win. And I feel she's very talented. She should think of going into a comedy, a stand-up comedy. She would do excellently well. Over to you, Mr. Chaffel.
I just find this very, very disturbing. Not for me, for the street person, but for the community member. I don't know, people tend to attack me these days or bash me that I always held community members to high standards. And to be honest, I always do, and I always will. Now, I know for me, for example, I sometimes too, I get emotional, I get mad. But one thing that I always tend to do is that I tend to be very, very reserved and make sure I show more positivity than negativity. We have that negativity in us, but we should not let it overwhelm us. Now, obviously, in the locality where this person is staying, for this person to even have the guts to dress like that, if for a man to dress like that, with a woman comfortably in that ghetto area, shows the level of acceptability. Despite being poor, they seem to have somewhat of civilized mindset, or they seem to have sort of community mindset for them not to have cast this person out, beaten this person, or made life unbearable for this person. The least you can do, yes, not everybody will be cool with you. Some people will try to bully you and oppress you. I do not know what started this, so I'm not going to also make excuse for these straight people. But sometimes I said that the least you can do is try not to drag yourself in the mud with in case the straight people come for you. So whether you like it or not, you are a king, or let me use this case queen. I don't know what gender the person is, whether it's he or she, but let me use she for the gender because it's the dressing we saw was a woman's female dressing. You are a queen and more, and in respecting your queenship, you do not go into the what's the word, into the gutters with swine. So you respect your queenship, you take your queen the way you are a queen, you wear your crown in high heels, you don't go about shading and disgracing yourself. So I, for me, feel like this community member did not do well, did not represent us in the light, represented us in disgrace, disgraced us. You made us feel sad. You made me feel sad. I watched that video. All I see is sadness, sadness, just so sad. I expected more from this person as a community member. No, well, with that being said, and that all said, I just, I enjoyed the shade, to be honest. I enjoyed the insults. It was nice, it was refreshing seeing them insult. But the thing for me would just be like, I feel like as community members, they should also have high accountability that you hold yourself onto. Anyway, I wish them luck in their endeavors.
Are you sleeping? I don't know what's going on. Wow, I swear your lullaby is making me sleep though. Ah, I wish that
That's
everybody
our
get
offer.
it.
That's our offer for curators for this episode. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. to next episode.
Support
See you
our
guys later.
GoFundMe. Our
Thank you very much.
GoFundMe
I was about to remind them too.
Our GoFundMe is up and ready. We have talked about community engagement. We've talked about growth. We've talked about a lot of things, especially even on my personal live stream. We've talked about this thing. So please help this community. You know, see this young girl that we just talked about. She's on the street. She's hardly, if she had a job, she will not be in that place. She will be more civilized. She will have a workplace culture in place, which is being professional, like we do have. Like, you're not going to see me or Marvelous fighting on the street, right? So it's one thing for you to have a job, have a title that begins to bring that, you know, like Marvelous says, put you as a queen. But right now, the only queen she's a Ghetto Kudik saga.
So that this one, I in the card, the pretty serpent queen. Guys, the next episode, see you guys later. Peace out.